Hi, I'm Nancy Hill from the Rubber Buggy Design Team, and I wanted to share with you a technique I think you'll find very valuable for working with some of these molds. Today I'm working with the Prima Marketing New Mold, and I went ahead, and this time you can see a little bit of residue from the art resin epoxy, but I tried clay and modeling, and because these are so thin, it just came out warped. So I used the epoxy resin, which I let dry 24 hours, and it's real easy to peel off. Make sure you use your clay knife to get some of the extra epoxy off the top, and then that way you don't have to use your knife to cut around it to get it to work. Look at this. Isn't this pretty? Here is the moon that I did, but I'm going to show you a special technique that really helped me today that I learned yesterday from another lady on YouTube, and I added a little extra. You can see how dirty my table is. First off, I used white espresso and then let it dry. I let it dry overnight just because I'm not working with it the next day, but I imagine it doesn't take that long for it to dry. Look at the nice stars that came out of this. Just really pretty. I had such much better luck, and see there's a little bit here I can clip off from the resin, but I had a lot better off than the clay. I got a little bit of knobs here, but I can cover that up with a little bit of wax. Now, I wanted to show you a really neat technique. I used this Opal Magic Royal Robe. It was all dried up, but what she did was take an embossing pen, and it melts. And then it comes out really nice. You can spread it with your fingers or your brush, but okay, you'll get some brush strokes, but this is what's neat. I used a different layer of this, and then afterwards I covered it all with the old white first, then went to the Royal Robe, and then at the end used the Blue Lagoon. Okay, I had brush strokes, and you can see a couple here. So what you do is take your hot embossing, and notice how it's shiny, and it blends in, it wipes out those streaks from the brush. And then if I do make any more mistakes and I want to brush it, I go back and use my Prima Marketing Old White. There again, look at this beautiful moon. It's flat on one side from the art resin, and look at how it shines. You can get, and then of course I'll be taking a little bit of this off on the side if it's going to show on the card. And here's the one. I had to use a little bit of extra clay on the side because it came out just cut off right here, so it covered it up pretty good, and I'll be taking some of these edges off. And here's the little moon. I haven't worked with the little moon very much. I just put a little bit of the old white with the Royal Robe on there, and so here we go. See the difference? A little bumpy right in here. So make sure you don't overdo it, because this is the resin, and it will melt a little bit, but you can tell it's a little bit better. If I left it on a little longer, these bumps will come out. So I just wanted to show you a really fun technique, easy, and plus good 100% results. Where if I worked with the clay, it was breaking with me, and I was getting some really strong texture, which I don't want in my moon, and this could be used as a sun. And you could probably put a metal gear behind it to make it more looking like a sun, or put it in the middle of a moon to give it the man in the moon look. So I just wanted to share you this fun technique. And Prima Marketing has some fantastic new colors that I'm going to try out. And again, these are the matte wax, so they're not going to shine as well as these this type of wax, which I prefer at this moment. But just wanted to share with you because I accidentally threw away a bunch of these that I thought were dried out. And here I could have used my hot embossing and it would have melted and I could have used it. She also, even though this is new and it was still real waxy, she actually melted it to get a real finer wax to it. And it worked out real well. But anyway, have a good day and have fun with this. And there's so many new molds, and here's my other mold, and you could see the epoxy in here, and they're really easy to pop out and be intact when I use the epoxy. So I can't wait to show you how I'm working with this one with all the new colors of the Prima marketing, like the rusty brown and some of the other colors, even the Prima marketing brass. I can't wait to try that out to see what it's going to look like on these this is called the Prima marketing wax pipeline, excuse me. So I just wanted to share with you today. So thanks for joining us today, and craft on.